Welcome to my rapid fire look at classic PC Engine and MSX games. So today we're going to look at Die Hard on the PC Engine and Aliens 2 on the MSX. So let's jump on over to the PC Engine title. Die Hard was released on the PC Engine in 1990, courtesy of Pack-In Video, a Japan-only exclusive version. I'm looking at an English fan translation here for this review. It's a movie adaptation, and I use that loosely on the 1988 classic action movie starring Bruce Willis. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. There's a lot of different versions of this movie in game form, however this one takes the form of a top-down run-and-gun approach for its 10 levels of action. The game has you as John McClane trying to take out a bunch of terrorists that have taken over Nakatomi Plaza. Unlike the movie though, you have to fight your way through a forest and a swamp to get there. Like I said, loosely based. Gameplay is straightforward, shoot everything that moves and jump over obstacles like sinkholes, construction debris, or some light platform hopping. You start off with bare knuckles to slap terrorists up with, but you'll soon gain a gun pretty quickly, and there's a multitude of weapons to waste scum with, including various submachine guns, a rocket launcher, and a pretty cool flamethrower. Literally everything besides the handgun that John McClane uses for 80% of the movie. You basically have to make it to the end of each stage within a time limit. Most levels have some sort of maze element to them, as you blast henchmen with not much variation. In fact, every level is going to be basically the same, so don't expect anything new because you've seen it all in level 1. The graphics are okay, they're pretty bland and basic, there's absolutely nothing interesting, and there's only about 3 or 4 different enemy variations. The sound is also kind of mediocre, with forgettable music and sound effects. It's a pretty tedious journey up Nakatomi Plaza to say the least, but being a Japan exclusive and being a Die Hard fan, it's almost impossible to resist not checking this mediocre attempt out. Would I recommend you play this? Definitely not. Are you going to play it anyway? Probably, as I did. If you are a true Die Hard fan though, checking this out is still a must. It's not that great, but seeing further adventures of pixelated John McClane in any sort of situation is always fun from at least a fan perspective, in video game form anyway.
Welcome to the party, pal!
And now on over to the MSX release. Aliens Alien 2 was released on the MSX original in 1987 by Square and was based on the 1986 Aliens movie.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
This version of Aliens was an exclusive Japan-only MSX release, although the system did also get the first-person Electric Dreams version in the West. A Famicom Disk System version was also planned for this release, but never materialized. In the game, like the movie, you play Ripley as she fights her way from the planet surface of LV-426 into Hadley's Hope facility and right down to the core to rescue Newt and kill the Queen alien. It takes the overall plot and makes its own style side-scrolling action platformer, much like Konami's arcade original. Gameplay takes place over 4 stages, each getting further underground from the surface to caves, the facility, and the final hive area. You simply have to survive to the end of the level and exit. You can pick up a multitude of weapons, from grenades, rapid-fire shots, spread shots, and more, as well as upgrade Ripley in a basic way by collecting wing-symboled items which boost her jumping distance. And you can also do a barrel roll along the floor to avoid certain creatures. All alien variations are here, from facehuggers to regular xenomorphs. Plus you'll be facing off against the Queen multiple times before that final last encounter. There are slight variations in the gameplay, such as a maze-style door sequence, but it's mostly run, jump, and blast aliens to pieces. The graphics are pretty basic, but still good in an MSX style. There's lots of details in many of the aliens and environments, and I especially like it when you blast aliens and they explode into a fountain of acid, which you have to avoid. The sound effects are good and quite satisfying. The music though is very cool and catchy, with plenty of variation between the levels, and was done by Square legend Nobuo Uematsu of Final Fantasy fame. This movie was really lucky enough to get a multitude of very good versions of it in video game form, and this MSX one is no exception. It may look a little rough, the scrolling's a bit jerky, there's some sprite flickering, but overall the atmosphere and gameplay is very solid and is a must look for any hardcore Aliens fan.
Yo! Stop your grinning and drop your linen. Found 'em.